Hey there, and welcome. We're about to explore something that's shaping every single meeting you're in, but you might not even be aware of it. It's this hidden architecture of influence, a silent force that guides negotiations, team dynamics, you name it, all without a single word being spoken. So let's pull back the curtain and see how it really works. So let me ask you a quick question. Do you think you're only using, say, half of your communication skills? I mean, it's easy to focus on the words we use, right? The data, the logic, the arguments. But what if I told you the most powerful conversation you have every single day is the one that's completely silent? Yeah, that silent dialogue, that's what we're calling the invisible conversation. Think of it like a hidden channel of communication that's always running in the background. It's got its own unspoken rules, and these rules are what really determine who gets heard, who gets trusted, and frankly, whose ideas actually get off the ground. You know this feeling, right? We've all been there. You're in a meeting, you've put in the work, you've got the data, and you present what you know is the best idea. And crickets. It just falls flat. Meanwhile, someone else throws out a half-baked idea, and suddenly everyone's on board. It's so frustrating. But why does that happen? Well, it's because while we're all looking at the bright, shiny ideas on the table, the real decisions are being shaped in the shadows by that invisible conversation. Okay, so what is this something else? What's this secret sauce that seems to hold all the power? Well, it actually has a name. It's called unconscious influence. And really getting a handle on this is the key to unlocking the results you've been working for. So let's dive in and decode it. So when you strip it all down, unconscious influence is basically the art of shaping how people see things without using words. And let's linger on that last part for a second. Without conscious awareness. That's what makes it so incredibly powerful. It works because it completely bypasses our logical, analytical brain and taps right into something way more primal, way more immediate. All right, but how does this stuff actually work in the real world? The easiest way to think about it is like a set of building blocks. Right at the bottom, the foundation, is your body language, how you stand, how you gesture. On top of that, you've got all your other nonverbal cues, your tone of voice, your facial expressions. All these layers stack up to actively shape how people see you, and ultimately, they create the frame that people see your ideas through. And that quote is just so spot on, isn't it? I mean, think about it. When you're in a really high-stakes negotiation, what are the most powerful moments? It's almost never a single sentence someone says. It's that shared look across the table that says, "We get it." It's the confident posture that just commands respect, or even that subtle nod that silently builds agreement. Your influence is really won or lost in these tiny, silent moments. Okay, so the theory is fascinating, for sure. But the big question is, how do we actually use this stuff? So now we're going to shift gears and get into the really practical part. We're talking simple, actionable things you can start doing today to consciously build trust and get people on your side, all without saying a single word. Think of these 3 steps as your go-to nonverbal toolkit for building trust, like right away. First, adopting an open posture. This isn't just about looking receptive. Studies show it actually makes you feel more open and confident. Then there's mirroring positive body language. This is huge. It's a subconscious signal to the other person's brain that says, hey, I'm on your side, we're on the same team. And of course, confident eye contact. That's just a primal, hardwired signal of trustworthiness and belief in what you're saying. And just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? On one side, you've got this inviting stance. It's physically open. It sends a subconscious message that says, I'm open to your ideas. This is a safe space. Then on the other side, that resistant stance, crossed arms, leaning back, it's literally a physical shield. It screams defensiveness and disagreement before you've even opened your mouth. Now, honestly, who would you rather pitch your big idea to? The answer is obvious, and we make that decision in a split second. And look, this isn't about learning some kind of cheap parlor trick. Mastering these silent negotiations is about solving real, everyday workplace problems. This is how you start to break down those invisible walls of mistrust. It's how you can actually disarm that one difficult person on the team. And ultimately, it's how you turn a bunch of individuals into a real team that's genuinely excited about your vision. Okay, this brings us to the final section, and honestly, this might be the most exciting part. Let's talk about the results. Let's imagine the version of you who has truly mastered this subtle, powerful art of communication. The results really create this amazing chain reaction. It all starts with building stronger, more authentic relationships. Once you have that solid foundation of trust, it naturally leads to much better, smoother collaboration. And what happens when you have genuine trust and collaboration? Well, that's the magic moment when you start seeing consistently better outcomes. See, it's not about just winning an argument. It's about creating an environment where the best ideas have a chance to rise to the top. All right, so as we start to wrap this up, let's just lock in the 4 most important things to remember. Number 1, your nonverbal cues are not just random background noise. They are a seriously powerful tool. Number 2, real influence is built on so much more than just the words you say. 3, you have the power to actively shape how people see you and build trust from the ground up. And finally, and maybe this is the most important one, small intentional tweaks in your body language can lead to absolutely massive results. And that leaves us with just one final thought to take with you. After everything we've talked about today, I want you to really think about this. What's one conversation you have coming up tomorrow? Maybe it's a team meeting, a one-on-one, or even a tough conversation you've been putting off. How are you going to approach it differently now? What's the one small thing you're going to change?